People buy from people who they trust. Well, you just so happen to have so many people that you've worked so hard to grow into your audience. You already have that personal connection that you've established, which is why with ads, we can really pour gasoline on it. I have multiple clients that have an incredible influencer business in the fashion industry, in the home industry, and in kind of the lifestyle side. It's really awesome. And that's actually what inspired this episode. It's crazy how little people know about what it takes to take what you already have and scale it. So that's why I want to dive into that. Influencers and content creators, you are sitting on a gold mine. And in this episode, I'm going to share with you the two things that you can do to massively outrank and outperform your competitors through paid advertising. Get ready. I am stoked about this episode. Because here's the thing. You are already creating content and building trust and relatability and credibility. And there is a way that you can take what you're already doing and turn it into such a scalable machine. And maybe you're already running ads. In fact, some of the most successful creators that I have met with, they're already sold on ads. They already know that the other creators are running ads. But I want to share with you a few different ways or types of ads that you can run on this episode that you might not have thought about that could be really helpful. So let's see, a few things. You kind of have an unfair advantage. And here's why I say that. People buy from people who they trust. Well, you just so happen to have so many people that you've worked so hard to grow into your audience. And so influencers are already walking on that solid ground on some word of mouth. And there's actually the stat that says that 63 to 69% of shoppers, so they are more likely to purchase from a creator recommendation of someone that they know and trust. And recommendations, they come from people like me. And so often we follow people that are similar to us. We also follow people that are dissimilar to us. But if you've already grown an audience and you are not running ads, or you are running ads, but you want to scale them, I'm telling you, this episode is going to be so helpful. And by the way, if you haven't joined the Win with Paid Ads Challenge, click the link below this YouTube or podcast video. And what I'll do is build upon what you're going to learn on this episode because you're going to love it. So we talked about, you already have credibility. You already have authority. Your followers already see you as the go-to person in your niche. And that level of built-in trust is a trust moat, right? It's like you've got this firm foundation. You have a moat around your castle that you've built, and you built that moat, and most businesses don't have that. In fact, so many times people see the person or they see the brand. You already have that personal connection that you've established, which is why with ads, we can really pour gasoline on it. And one of the reasons, if you're an influencer or a content creator, or maybe, I have a veterinarian who's a doctor. She's doing a great job. She, over time, will continue to grow her own personal brand and benefit from this too. But the reason that this is so cool is because your ads as the creator or influencer might actually outperform the brand itself. Because a brand sometimes can be seen as just another company trying to advertise or trying to sell something. But your ad feels authentic. Your ad is like a trusted friend giving advice, which is really important, right? So one of my clients, she is absolutely incredible, and you should go shop all of her content. She is one of the top with Amazon when it comes to influencer marketing. And she came back from this event with Amazon for Prime Day. And I asked her, I said, Alyssa, what is the most surprising thing that you learned there? And actually one of the things she said how everybody is realizing you finally have to run ads now. And the people that are growing, they're growing with paid advertising. And thank God Alyssa is so successful and so proactive because she has actually been doing this ad thing for a while, which is really cool. So she's in the process of building momentum and scaling momentum while other people are just getting that going from starting from kind of stop to actually finally starting with ads, which is really cool. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, which was really cool with Alyssa and even some of the other clients, I have multiple clients that have an incredible influencer business in the fashion industry, in the home industry, and in kind of the lifestyle side. It's really awesome. And that's actually what inspired this episode was how many influencers and creators I'm getting to work with now and just understanding their structure and the lingo with working with Amazon or working with Walmart or working with Target or working with a local boutique and being able to have these brand partnerships and affiliate partnerships and, running ads that benefit them through their Like to Know It or their Shop My or their Amazon storefront. And then the incentives and the bonuses that they get outside of the original commission. There's just so much opportunity for influencers and creators. And I feel like there's not as many people that are experts in being able to help guide those people. And here's one of the things I loved. So I had a coffee this morning and I had my Nut Pods creamer. This is not a sponsored ad by Nut Pods. Honestly, I need to have a conversation with Nut Pods because I loved working with them so much. But one of our consistent top performing ads, you may have heard me say in the past with Nut Pods, which is a dairy-free coffee creamer company, is they do kind of coconut milk, almond, I just almost called it almond nut milk. That can also be a thing. But our top performing ads were UGC. It was user generated content. And so often it was user generated content by influencers and creators, which was really cool. And so I want to kind of take some of those learnings and be able to share them with you as the creator or influencer. So the first thing, let's talk about where you can send your ads. I want to talk about that. And then I want to talk about what types of ads you can run and where you can place those ads. And then we'll talk about the lifetime value and some of the little things you might not realize if you are an influencer or content creator and why this can all add up. Because on the previous episode, you met with Amber Ginn. And one of the things that she talked about was how things add up over time and how she's getting such an incredible return on her ads and finally hit her first 6-figure month in such a short time period. In less than 10 months, she 10x'd her revenue. That was the previous episode. In this episode, some of you may already have that 6-figure months if you're hearing the sound of my voice. In fact, you may be close to 7-figure months, depending on where you're at with your influencer business. And it's crazy how little people know about what it takes to take what you already have and scale it. So that's why I want to dive into that. And we'll talk about the long-term effects of having just even one new customer follow you. Okay, so first thing is we talked about why you have an unfair advantage, which is your credibility and your authority that you've worked so hard to build. The second thing is where can you send your ads? So number one is your Amazon storefront or even just a product specific page, a product detail page. And that is really ideal for someone who is ready to buy one specific thing or a group of specific things. So you can use Amazon attribution and you can actually create up to 100. I bet one day they're going to change this if I had to guess and see the future. But right now with your Amazon account, if you create an Amazon affiliate account and use Amazon attribution links, what that means is you can create up to 100 different links to indicate which ad is actually performing best. So say you use an affiliate link for this one ad with this one message. You can say, yep, if that one got a sale, the only place I'm running that is from that ad right there. Like you can tie it that specifically. And so with Amazon and product pages, you cannot put your pixel on Amazon. Amazon's not going to let you have access to their data, right? That is Amazon's data. They own it. So I know this is a little nitty gritty, but when it comes to tracking, the good news is that you can still track. Now, you don't get there. So this is really nitty gritty, but think about this. Because it's Amazon's platform, number one, you can't put your pixel on it, but they'll give you a tracking link to show you what's working. That's thing number one. Thing number two is you don't get access to that buyer data, their first party data. So Amazon is not going to give you the name, email, phone number. So they're keeping that data. That's the only challenging piece there. But what matters is you can spend money on an ad and absolutely positively know if that ad generated the sale. And then the other thing is, one cool thing about influencers, which the influencers and content creators know, so this is really for you if you don't know this, but you actually get to get credit and commission not only for the cart value, for the thing that they are purchasing that you recommended, but everything else that they add after that if they complete that purchase or when they complete that purchase. So there's an opportunity for you to get paid that commission, and there's an opportunity when you hit a certain commission threshold to actually get bonuses with Amazon and so many of these other partnerships, which is great. Let's leave it in. We're going to leave this one on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, I just think it'll be funny for you to know that my laptop just face planted, but everything's fine. And if your ads have face planted in the past, the good news is you can just pick right back up and it can be fine too. Robert's dying right now. We're going to leave this in the episode. All right, let's keep jumping back in. So we talked about where you can send Amazon storefront or product pages. There's the back end bonuses. Many brands will pay influencers not only for their initial sale, but also bonus percentages if they drive a certain volume of sales, which is really cool. So that your ads ultimately aren't just creating front end profit, they're also unlocking some back end extra money too, which is really fun. The other place that you can send traffic to for your ads is your blog. And so even with a Google ad, you could run an ad for people searching for a very specific product or a very specific review, land them on your blog. And then from your blog, you have your affiliate links where they go buy. So that can also be extremely successful too, because you're building trust and authority. Like maybe you're reviewing a very expensive product. How perfect to have them go to your page, you give an honest review, they build trust with you, and then they go buy, which is so fun. So that can help you. And it can also allow you to grab first party data, which is their emails and names and phone numbers, so that you can nurture that list over time too. That's why it's benefit It's a benefit to run ads straight to Amazon because there's less steps, there's less clicks, you can track it, and it's great. There's also benefit for you being able to retarget your own site visitors, grab their first-party data, and grow your email list and still get a referral credit too. The other place you can send people to from your ads is actually other brand landing pages. So say you have a feature with a local boutique, or say you have a partnership with a brand, you can send traffic to a co-branded page that you and that brand create together. And it's all about you and your products, your recommendations, your video content, your affiliate links. That's really cool too. And it's just easier for you to attribute, it's easier for the brand to be able to attribute sales to that page too. So there's just so many benefits. When the brand sees how much money you're making them, they're way more likely to be able to be open to those other negotiations about different commission rates, more volume, more bonuses, et cetera, which is so fun. And honestly, bigger contracts out of the gate. I just wanted to remind you really quickly that if you haven't joined the Win with Paid Ads Challenge, the doors are closing soon. And just as a refresher, this is 5 days of you and or someone on your team learning my 5-part strategy to scale your paid ads. So day 1 is messaging, which is what you say and how you say it. Day 2 is setting, which is all the different places you can place your ads. Think Google ads versus YouTube, Meta, or TikTok. Day 3 is targeting, which is how you can get in front of your exact right person. Day 4 is testing, so you can know what to test and how to improve your ads. And day 5 is scaling and profiting, and how you can 10x whatever you're spending on your ads now so that you can have more profit and return and impact, which is ultimately what you want, right? So click the link below, and I cannot wait to see you in the Win with Paid Ads Challenge. The other place you can send people to is your Instagram and TikTok profile. And one of the reasons that we like doing this is because it allows you to grow your audience with the right people. So I have a complete strategy I teach inside my paid program where I show you how to grow your followers with the exact right audience that you want. And ultimately for influencers and creators, brands want to partner with someone who's growing and has certain thresholds. So being able to get daily followers that are the right ones is a really great opportunity. So that's another place and type of ad you can run. And then last but not least, the one that I mapped out for you is when you get to a certain point, you may decide you want to create your own product, your own course, your own training, your own offer, whatever it is. And so ultimately, so many of you, I think sometimes we forget that you're selling to an audience who's buying today, but you're also selling to future people who will buy your future things too. And just remembering that. So here are the types of ads that you can run. You can target people that are actively searching. That's Google. They already know what they want to buy. They just don't know who to buy from or why they should buy one thing over the other. Number 2 is you can run ads. So number 1, people actively searching, Google. Number 2, Meta, right? So you can promote reels, posts, follows, specific content, go straight to Amazon for Meta, easy. YouTube ads, did you know you can target people based on what they searched on Google on YouTube? So if someone was recently on Google searching, is this the best vacuum? You can retarget them on YouTube talking about the vacuum. They watch a review and then they buy the vacuum that you link below the YouTube video. So fun and so simple to set up when you know how to do it the right way. You can run TikTok. Running ads from your original post can be really successful, and you can run Pinterest ads. Some of my clients have actually very large followings on Pinterest. And inside of my paid program, that's one of the things we have all kinds of expert insight on, which is so fun. So you can not only win organically, but also with paid ads, of course. So let's talk about like the bigger picture and lifetime value as we wrap things up. So there's 3 things to think about. Repeat purchase behavior, because many people don't just buy once from a content creator or influencer that they like. They buy over and over and over. So whatever you're paying to acquire that customer who buys from you now, think about it when they go eat lunch with Aunt Susan and then tell Aunt Susan about where they got their sunglasses or their shoes or that new dresser in their bedroom. You're getting that word of mouth and referral growing. And so it's not just about that immediate gratification. It's will that person leave a review on something that you have to offer? Will they tell a friend? Will they reshare? All of that adds up. And it's those intangibles we don't think about. It says I did this research, the research that I found said nearly half of consumers report making at least one influencer-driven purchase per month. And then there's the back-end bonuses, right? So you're not only getting that front-end commission, you're also getting the back-end bonus. And then lastly, as your follower grows, it creates leverage. So as you build this momentum with your ads and get more and more people to find you, and you consistently stick with this advertising thing, you can leverage that with future negotiations and say, look at how my audience has grown over this time. This is how many daily followers I get. This is just all the data, right? Data makes decisions, and decisions make dollars. That's right. Okay, so a few final things for you is this is kind of a summary of how I think about it for influencers and creators. You already have the 2 things that millions of people work so hard to have, and it is credibility and authority. your ads are just amplifying. And what we're not talking about is boosted posts. We're talking about targeted ads. You can use an existing post as a targeted ad, but we're not talking about boosted posts. I still have that episode from a long time ago called Why I Hate Boosted Posts, and people still love it. I still do not love boosted posts, but I do love using a targeted ad and using what works. You can also create completely new content. That's what Robert and I do with our batch days every month. And then start small. Pick one ad destination. Don't try to do all of this at once. And honestly, learn from the expert. And yes, me and my team, we are the go-to advertising experts for entrepreneurs and their teams. And you should not waste time in indecision mode. You should spend time and invest time in precision mode. And that is what we create for our clients and what we can create for you inside the Win with Paid Ads Challenge. I hope this episode was really helpful, and I'm so excited to hopefully get to see you in the challenge very soon, because the thing that I'm doing over here, if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, is I've been doing this for a long time. And my prayer and my goal, I just want to say it out loud, is that not only do you get so much value from me, because I freaking love ads, and I've been doing it longer than I haven't met anyone that's been doing ads as long as I have, at the depth that I have, with the skill and heart that I have yet. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes people oversell themselves. I'll go into a whole separate thing another time. But I really do love this. And what I want and my hope is that you find that not only am I obsessed and really good at ads that can benefit you and your business, but so is my team. And now I have a full-time team of 10 that's growing as I record this episode. I might be hiring another person in the next week or two. And it's so special how invested we are in helping you win, which is why we have the experts in all of these areas. And you can come learn about what that looks like and actually get so much value and education from the Win with Paid Ads Challenge. Make sure you get your platinum ticket. That is a new thing that we've added recently, and it's going to be really special so that you can get personalized feedback from me about your ad strategy. I can't wait to meet you. And if you are an influencer or content creator, just take a moment and be really proud of what you built. It is hard work, and you know that, to be that consistent for that long. And I just know that after working with some of the most incredible influencers with nearly 8-figure businesses that have hundreds of thousands of followers, nearly 1 million, in some cases, actually over 1 million in a couple cases. And I know the drain that can come from feeling like the only way that you are growing is posting organically every day. Just know you don't have to do that. You can still post organically. I'm not saying disappear. I know that would give you anxiety if I told the content creators and influencers, don't post anymore. But what if there was a way that you actually could step away and still grow every single day? That is what's possible for you when you can either start ads or scale the ads you already have and expand with new perspective, new ideas. And that's what I want for you and why I get excited to wake up every day. So I hope that's helpful. I want to encourage you to track your ads, test your ads, scale your ads, test new inventory, and know that you've already built something that is so special and people trust you. And if there's anything that you need in your ads, one of the first things you need is trust, and you've already worked so hard to build that. I hope that was helpful, and I cannot wait to see you on the next episode. Go advertise your name, make it rain, and I'll see you soon.